Grand Rising, everybody. Peace, love, and harmony to you all. I am Peacekeeper, and I'm out here in the heart of nature. Yeah, to raise the frequency. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Feels so good to be here, right now, right now, in this present moment. Here to share with you guys yet another powerful, inspirational, motivational, high vibrational message today. And today's message is all about confidence. Today's message is all about keeping an optimistic mind. Today's message is all about keeping a PMA, a positive mental attitude. Giving thanks and gratitude is the best way to raise your frequency. You see my brother, one love. Good day everybody. Good day everybody. You see my brother, one love. Yeah. Yeah, so let's continue and let's dive deep into this. PMA, the mindset and the definition of a winner. What it is to be a winner in life. A true winner. Someone who's always winning in life. Now, this doesn't mean stepping on anyone to make it in life. This doesn't mean looking down on anyone to make it in life. No, this doesn't mean faking it either until you make it. Whereas there are some people that talk the talk but don't walk the walk. What I offer to you right here, right now is true, genuine growth. True, genuine breakthrough that will inspire you to become confident in life and will make you the number one player in life. Yes, you, my friend. And this doesn't require you to compete against anybody. This doesn't require you to be anyone else other than who you are. This doesn't require you to be better than anyone. All this requires from you is for you to embrace you, because everything starts and ends with you. See, many of us in today's society tend to think that we need to compete and we need to win that competition to become valued or valuable. If it is we don't win, we feel like we're not valuable. Why? Because the winning aspect in life, which they have programmed us to, has given us this illusion, which has created a finish line in our mind, so that we think now that if we cross that finish line before the other, we win, right? But get this, and I want to use a beautiful analogy for you guys here today. Let's talk about a marathon runner. So a marathon runner can run long distances for a long period of time, right? And not feel completely burnt out in any way, form or fashion, because a marathon runner would have taken the necessary steps and the necessary training protocols to build his or her endurance, to build his or her stamina. And over a prolonged period of time, they continuously kept practicing and they continuously kept disciplined and consistent with becoming a marathon runner. So hence now, when it is they run a marathon, the earlier stages, they may have taken their time. They may have had to stop a lot along the way. They may have had a lot of hurdles and a lot of obstacles along the way, but they did not let that stop them. It was tough. It was rough. They continued though. And somewhere down the line, those same tough or rough pathways became easy for them. So now that became a part of them that is now natural or normal, because they have cultivated a habit of marathon running, right? Whereas for a sprinter, someone who has trained for sprinting, someone who has trained for power and a quick burst of energy, don't last or can't last as long as a marathon runner would, because it's a completely different skill set. It's a completely different training, and it's a completely different way that they treat their body. So I use this analogy to share this with you guys. You may be a marathon runner, and you may think that you need to be as quick as a sprinter. And this now creates an illusion within your mind that where you are and what you have accomplished is not good enough. Whereas when it is, you don't compare yourself. When it is, you don't compare yourself to anyone else or anything else. You're now able to be yourself, feel proud of yourself, and know that you are still winning in this life, and you are still a winner in this life because you are in a lane of your own. You're not trying to be in a lane that doesn't match you. You're not trying to be in a lane that is not suitable for you. No, you are running your own marathon. And when I say running, I just simply mean you're in your own race. And this race is not a race of chasing. This race is not a race of achieving or reaching that finish line or reaching a destination. This race is just a race of continuously growing, becoming better than you were yesterday, or becoming better than you were 1 second ago. That's what this race is about. It's a race with yourself to become your best self, to become the best version of who you are, to become who it is you truly meant to be, to become who it is you truly want to be. That's what the race is about. The race and the competition, or the quote-unquote competition, is not really a competition, because you are just being who you are. So hence now you're able to go the distance. So hence now you're able to feel like if you're running, you're moving, you're enhancing, but you're not chasing that enhancement. No, you are moving in alignment to this because you feel enjoyment from it. This is who you are, not just what you talk about, but it's like I said earlier on, those who talk about, stuff. You be about it. And you be about what it is you want to be about, so much to the point where you become the embodiment of a marathon runner, of a long distance runner. So now get this, right? Now your life is that of a marathon. And now picture this. What if this marathon has no end? Unless you give it an end. See, many people, when it is you put that finish line, when it is you have that competition mindset, when it is they reach that finish line or that destination, they think that's the end because they've made that the end. But the truth is there is no end to what you can accomplish. The truth is there is no end to what it is that you can bring forth and achieve in your life. There is no end unless you give your achievements an end, unless you give your growth an end. That's all it is. So you see, I say this to you. When it is you are taking your time or taking the necessary steps in life towards growth, see growth like this. See growth as you're always in that position which you want to be. See growth as you're already that now. See growth as while you're visioning and targeting your vision, see growth as something that is not what you have to do, but see it as something that brings a better version of you to you, which is something you could not have done before, but now you're able to do it. And along the way, give thanks for the simple achievements, the simple upgrades that you realize within yourself that you have made a step forward. Give thanks for that. This cultivates a winning feeling within you when it is you give thanks for the simple steps along the way. So now this can be the practicing, the training, the small victories, the little odd moments where you realize, wait, I couldn't do this before, and now I'm doing this so easy, so effortlessly. Wait, do you remember when it is you first started this? You see, when it is you're able to remember these things, when it is you're able to acknowledge these things, you're able to feel proud. So now you continuously cultivate that winning mentality within your mind, and therefore, as time goes on, you always feel like a winner. As time goes on, as you move through time itself, you're always winning. This also creates that feeling within you that you're never behind on time and you're never behind anyone else. So for example, for the sprinter might start off with a nice boost, like a boost of nitrous, and that sprinter might reach the 100-meter mark in 5 seconds, where it may take you 20 seconds, right? But that sprinter could only go 100 meters. So while you take 20 seconds to make your 100 meters, you could still go longer than that. So now, as you taking the time to pace yourself, as you're taking the time to go at your own pace and run your own race, now you're treading, you're just jogging past the sprinter. Because the sprinter trained for a quick burst, a short burst of energy. You didn't train that way. You train to keep going the distance. And as you keep going the distance, along your way, along your journey, you're not even trying to win the race. You're not, because you're not competing against anybody else aside from yourself. And you're still not even competing against yourself because you're working with yourself. So these are the words also to change, to reprogram your subconscious mind and understand that you're never against yourself, or you're never working against yourself. You're working with yourself. You're racing with yourself. And it's not a race yet again. It's not a race. It's just a matter of continuously growing. See, the minute you stop growing, you stop living. Because this is what life is about. Life is about growth. And that's why I say to you, don't set a finish line. Because you set a finish line, it means that's your limitation. You set a finish line, it means that's how far you think you can go. But you can always go further than that. So I say to you, don't set a finish line. Don't race against anybody, not even yourself, because you're never in competition. Train to be a marathon runner and not a sprinter. And along your journey, give thanks and enjoy. Enjoy the journey along the way. I am Peacekeeper, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this message today. Tap that like button and share this. Someone else out there may need to hear this. I'm out. Until tomorrow. Peace, love, and harmony to you all. Feels so good to be alive, baby. One love.